Oh, I have 4 EP. Did Nightbot take a shit again,
I don't have a Nightbot.
or not Nightbot? Sorry, Deepbot.
Deepbot's still going. It's giving you your EP. What are you talking about?
I was having a feeling that I was being ripped off for a second. I don't remember when I just
Nope, it's enabled.
blew all my previous EP.
It's been doing massive amounts of updates recently. Massive amounts. Like I've updated it like twice a day for the past 3 days or something. It's pretty intense.
That must be fun.
Pretty intense. We now have 3 pages of stuff.
Holy ass. Most of it's copy and
That
pasted.
concludes week 3 anyway. I do have documents within these that will be added as well.
Documents within documents.
I know. Documentception. Alright, so going on to the week 4, Tricky's Death
This is when
Phase
we went more
population
into.
control,
This is when we went more
with
into Death
absolutely
Phase.
no racial profiling yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Until we have races, and then
Yeah.
we will racially profile.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this was going into details of what was going to happen with the lunar phase, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pretty much.
General concept, moon.
So pretty much all we have to write is Death Phase, Super Tide Time. So
Death phase, super tide time. That's what
it's
you
true.
want.
It's basically just explaining what true lunar is going to be.
Okay, so this is still under lunar cycle, I guess. True lunar. So we know.
You need to bold and like 72 size that and do some insane shit with lunar cycle.
Why do I need to bold and supersize?
With true lunar, it needs to like Death Phase. You need to put warning signs around that.
Warning signs. Look here, I'll do something just for you. Okay. There you go.
I'm not seeing what you're doing. Oh, that. Shit right there.
Oh, it's red. Look out, it's red now. So true lunar. We haven't got the ramp up phase to true lunar, really, do we? We haven't decided how long it takes before it actually gets to that stage.
Approximately 9 to 11 years.
9 to 11 years. Yeah, but obviously, like, you know, at
I think we said it was
30 days out from.
I think
from
we said it
True
was
Lunar
10 to 20
start
days.
getting- No, that's how long True Lunar will last for.
No, I meant like the transition. I think we said that the transition was going to be like 10 days or something.
We said the transition between phases would be 10 days for winter and summer.
Okay.
But we never even discussed like how long it was going to take to actually get to True Lunar.
Alright.
How long it was going to take, and then how long it was going to go away from that.
I say we should just keep like uniformity with 10 days.
With 10 days.
Mainly because it was a number that was already in my head.
But that's only like what? Then the entire lunar phase really only lasts for say 30 or 40 days per 10 years.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I say it should be more like 30 days either side.
Ooh, you're gonna make a big slaughterhouse for the nasty creatures.
But
right?
yeah, but it's gonna be something. Well, I mean, it can't be really 30 days, can it?
Man, my population control there, that is an accurate quote for that 30-day period. 60, actually 70 now, because yeah. Population control. Look at that.
Yes, population control. Whatever you're on about, yes. We'll come back to that and discuss the timing, because that might have to be a math equation as well. Just saying.
Oh, Christ.
Just saying, Tricky, that might have to be a math equation as well.
Let's...
With absolutely no racial profiling.
Well, we'll have to look at the moon's orbits for that too, I guess.
Yeah. So As far as details of Trekkie's death phase, super tide time, we definitely have to have that in there. Super tide time.
It sounds like the name of like a Korean K-pop band.
Super tide time, massive king tides.
Massive king tides. What? Where'd you get that from?
You know what a king tide is?
Nope.
A king tide is when the moon is in the right place and it becomes more than a high tide. It's called a king tide.
I don't live on an island.
Well, I do. I know what a king tide is. So that's what it is. It's a king tide, but it's a massive king tide. Is basically what super tide time is.
The closest I've gotten to like island
Super
living
tide
is
time. So this is
a
like
cottage on the beach.
massive king tides facing the sun. Massive. It can't be like extreme low tides on
It's gonna be great.
the other side of the planet.
Turning islands into cliffs and valleys into lakes. Perfect.
Pretty much. Mountains into islands.
Yeah.
Could be
And
interesting.
people into fish.
People into fish. Trekkie knows what he's doing this weekend. He's going fishing. For people.
It's super tide time.
Super tide time, go fishing!
Grab your rubber boots, hip waders, fishing rod.
Grab your extra long
gun.
barbecue skewers. It's super tide time.
Make sure you pack a pistol just in case you're a little bit feisty.
So we also have
Skype, what do you want?
darkness across the entire planet. Extreme cold if it occurs during winter phase.
Always dark. Much dark.
Was there anything else? What else have we got on here? Light fading, super tide time, dissipation of heat. Can happen during phase 1 or 2. If we swing it correctly, it can.
It's swung enough.
Leading up to true lunar. Gravity shifts. There's definitely going to be some form of gravity shift.
You're gonna be lighter.
Are you though?
In nighttime at night.
At night, it's kind of
You're gonna be
during
lighter.
true lunar, you lose 10 kg.
Or sorry, when you're facing the moons, you're gonna be lighter.
I don't know. Should we? We'll get around to figuring that stuff out. We're also saying, I don't know. We're not really saying anything for that. That's pretty much it, really, for the true lunar. Super tide time, darkness, extreme cold, possible gravity shift.
I would put a TBA beside that.
Well, it says possible.
Yeah, you need to have a double possibility there.
A double possibility.
Clearly, you need to put.
We need more possibilities there, not enough possibilities.
You need the branching store to branch more.
Wow, there's so much in here already. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, our massive lunar cycle.
This is your glossary.
True lunar. This is, yeah, well, it's a recap. It's the straight and narrow for anybody who
Alright,
doesn't
and
want
then
to
we
go
went to
through
the
weeks of
environments, but
stuff.
that's not too important right now. Because we already have the stuff that we actually have down there, except for maybe, me and DJ's ideas for environments that are down here. That would be, like, unique environments to one little area.
So we putting that in Tahi's landmass? Or details? Should we just say, give it its own one? Chuck down a few of the different environments that are in here. Or should I just be like, copy paste?
No, I would just... Well, maybe. Yeah, fuck it.
Maybe, yeah, fuck it. I mean, this is so that there are, you know, there's details here. I'm gonna get rid of your drug paraphernalia
Hey, that's an
reference.
important part right there.
We'll just keep it as Trekkie's vision.
I have a dream.
I have a dream. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of week 4. I'm gonna go to week 5.
I think for week 5, you should just insert a picture of, like, the map.
That's week 6 mostly, isn't it though?
Week 5 and week 6, week 5, like, leads into week 6.
Yeah, it kind of
Week 5 is when we
does.
talked about it, and then week 6, we just based the drawing off of week 5.
And
It's pretty much the same thing.
added in some of the environments.
Yeah. Except for you might want to, add in the areas of interest section.
I'm just gonna put this into details. 3 major continents. What were you saying, sorry?
The only part in there that you might want to, like, completely add in, like, copy paste, is the, areas of interest. And the, like, me and DJ's pissing around stuff down there, so that we don't forget about it, although I don't think we're going to forget about the me and DJ's pissing around stuff too soon, so...
We'll copy paste that in, because that is kind of important to have in here. I'll just copy paste that into details for areas of interest and stuff. I'll put the not so serial, not so canon stuff at the bottom.
Yep, so I think that should just be like, interesting details.
So we have, what are we calling the pictures that we've done? Are they gonna be?
I don't know. Like, I think maybe we should just add the final map that we made
Into
on there without the key, of course, because you don't have it on yet. So I would say just make it like a dirty JPEG of it and just put it on the bottom of the document.
A dirty JPEG.
Dusty JPEG.
Okay, so we'll put that down here. The only problem is I think that's landscape and this isn't portrait.
You can just take a screenshot of it and then just scale it on there.
Yeah,
if
I'll
you
just
really
scale it down.
have to.
Can I insert the PNG? I'm sure I can.
Probably.
Give me a sec here, and we will go
I probably, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Creation, week 6.
I had 2 of my emblems on there for a minute.
Text wrap.
You can put underneath there, like, a key in just, text, so you can say what each color is supposed to represent, I guess.
I'm just gonna chuck this, like, down a little bit so I can be like,
So you can type like that. Orange is blah blah blah, and then dark brown is whatever. Light brown's this. Lightest.
Well, does that mean we have to add in the other one as well?
I don't think the other one matters quite as much, except for maybe the one that shows the orbits and stuff.
Yeah, we'll add in both of them. So I'm just gonna chuck the scale of that down a little bit there, and we'll chuck this down to the bottom, and we'll have figure 1 and figure 2. And we'll insert picture from week 2. No, week 3.
I think it was with 3.
There it is.
There you go.
3. full draft phase model.
Look at you naming things all fancy like.
Yeah, you deal. You deal with that, alright? You deal.
I've already dealt with it. I've come to terms.
Okay, so that's... Oh my gosh. Format, text wrapping. Can I put it in line?
What? Is that Word 2010?
No, this is 2007. How epic's that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
I can get you, I would say I could get you 2013 for free, but 2013's worse than 2010.
yes. Do I have... I do have one down there? Okay, let's chuck you there. Nope. I want... Yes, that's what I want. So figure 1 is...
It's the orbit of stuff. Of the
planetary
known bodies.
orbit with known bodies. There you go, Tricky. You added something.
Oh,
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel great.
Fantastic. Current landmass of...
Or I don't think we should say current. I think we should say main, because there are gonna be islands and stuff too.
Well, current main landmass.
There you go.
Of
Excellent.
Of Tahi. And I will update this image as well so that it has a
and under there for people
thing.
who are coming to look at it later, you might want to put a key. So
yeah,
like
I'll add a key to the actual map,
oh,
and then
okay, so you're gonna just
I'll
edit the file.
import it in.
All right. You're gonna border hop with your files.
Your what?
You're gonna border hop with your files.
Indeed. So that's our awesomeness so far, I suppose.
Look at that right there.
And we have our environments.
How many pages is this?
How many pages? This is 5 pages.
Look at that. This is our 5-page glossary. Look at this brainchild. That.
So we're slowly getting somewhere. And this is just bullet point. Like, you could write fucking paragraph after paragraph on each of these things if you actually wanted to.
If you let me, I would go off.
But I will add a key to this landmass, and next week we will. I don't know if we're going to continue to map it out. Obviously, the red for this landmass here
is just kind of deserty-ish for now.
Yeah, it's undefined currently. That's why it's red, because there is nothing there. We haven't defined anything. But we have like forests and stuff. There's gonna be patches in this of barren land and mountain ranges and stuff through here as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that at some point. But we have the general gist of this. These mountains might have to change slightly. I kind of get the feeling.
Yeah, so there'll be somewhere to like pass through them without actually having to like traverse mountains.
But also refine it as well. I mean, this is, like we said the other week, this was just blocking out so that we have an idea of this is what's generally on the landmass, and I'll add a key to this over the week, hopefully.
And then you get to find an artist to actually, like, you know, make it pretty.
Make it pretty. Once we have actually completed this and it's set in stone and we know exactly how we want all the land and everything to be, I will commission a proper map drawn up. Yes, I will actually commission it.
You're in a hot.
So that it looks like an actual map. But that is down the track once we've decided on all the finer details, the regions, and we can actually like split it up, and you know, we can zoom into an area and be like, this is how this should look.
You mean like so it looks like something like this?
Something like what?
And you'll see in a minute.
Oh, I will see. You will see as well.
You'll see. You will all see.
I have to add a key or something to this as well, or at least like numbers to show like the rotation, how many days and everything for stuff, and what they are, what each thing is. Deviant art. Allegacia?
Like that.
Allegacia?
That's the world from Inheritance Cycle.
Yes, yes, very much like that. That is
Or
exactly sort of
more
what
like
I want.
that. That's the same thing except for it's more vibrant.
More vibrant. Yeah, that I like that second one a lot more. And we will look at commissioning something like that, but that will be towards the end of this year. Once we've actually got everything set up for it, we know what everything is. I will commission that, and it will be available to everyone on the channel once we get to that point.
Ooh. All right.
So we can
now
have...
you got to recap week 7. The recap in the week within
recap
the
the recap. I think we're pretty much done. Our research kind of flopped. We'll still continue to research along the way eventually. The general concepts were, yeah, having real world settings, having high fantasy, and bringing something kind of new, as well as having, I'm going to put in there, influences from other genres and IPs. Cool? Because I do want other influences in there. Do we know who did all this stuff? Because I haven't put down like people's names on anything for the recap.
I think you should just write somewhere at the top or the bottom names of contributors. I can't speak right now. So, like, Time Lords contributed. I know that for a fact.
Hang on a second. Oops. Let's put that down on the next line. So we will have, obviously, us.
DJ for sure.
Yep.
I always spell his name wrong.
I used to spell his name wrong.
His username.
The Runt.
Yep, round 2. I'll go skim through the files.
What is Time Lord's full name? It's Time Lord.
It's a Time Lord 8. HR8.
Hang on. 8HRH. There you go.
HR8, I believe it was.
It's 8. I'm looking at chat right now. It's 8.
Oh, okay.
8HR.
I thought you said H or something. I was like, what?
So we've got... Who else have we had so far?
Go take a look.
Euphorian.
The weeks. Oh yeah, how could I forget Euphorian?
Oh,
I think Space Cat's commented a little bit, but his name wasn't anywhere in there. But he has helped a little when, he's actually around.
We'll chuck in the Space Cat.
Moral support.
Moral support.
For
Where
lurking.
would we be without the moral support?
Without our lurkers.
Exactly. We would be nowhere. We would be nowhere. I think
Has Solar? I think.
He hasn't really.
He's talked a little bit. He hasn't.
He's come in and talked a little bit, but I don't think he's actually contributed ideas. He's just...
Well, Space Cat hasn't contributed like a ton of ideas either, but he has.
I suppose.
Talked to Chad a bit.
I'm sure Solar will be back at some stage anyway to contribute. I think we'll keep it at that for now, unless you can think of anybody else that I have missed.
Nope, but you might want to skim through stuff to make sure you don't miss anyone who needs their due credit.
Yes, I will go through. I will make a list of contributors as well, and I'll try to keep track of who's contributed. I'm not gonna be able to necessarily say who has contributed what at the end, because it's morphing through like all the time through this process. So what Euphorion gave us the other week may still be in some form used later on.
Mm-hmm.
But it may not be exactly, what he contributed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what
Yeah, everything
morphed
is going to mutate a little bit
from his
because it's all going to become
contribution.
one idea.
Yeah. So in the end, I will have a list of contributors. We will have a list of contributors, but we won't really specify exactly their roles. Although obviously, Trekkie, you and DJ are major contributors, so I will be able to go, hey, this was a major point that you guys did.
Mm. I'll know what I did. I'll remember.
I'll remember.
I'll mark the Trapezoid Isle.
Remember. Alrighty.
The Trapezoid Isle has been marked on the map.
That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a fair bit there, but I mean, it's not a massive amount to go through if you want to kind of know where we're up to, all that kind of stuff.
It's skim reading material because it's just point form.
Yeah, exactly. Whoops. Let's go back to that one. There we go. We're on the right screen again. Fantastic. Anything else you want to add, Trekkie? Nothing. Nothing else at this point.
I can't think of anything I really want to add.
Okay, I think we'll pretty much tie it up there. I'm pretty happy with that recap. We've got all the details and everything there, and we can go on next week onto blocking out that continent a little more and getting a few more details sort of done for that. Yeah, I think that's us. We haven't got any naming conventions or anything sorted. That'll probably come, I don't know, later on somewhere.
I don't know what we'll do for the naming conventions. I think you wanted to stick with whatever the native New Zealand stuff is, right?
Well, yeah, that was just for, so that we've got something right now that we can go, hey, this is this. So we've got some kind of naming conventions for
if we're going to be doing, I think we should wait until we get the races, more like peoples, and then we should build up their cultures, then name stuff.
I think we should at the very least, the world should have a proper name once we complete this process.
Why not for now just Pohewa?
Well, I mean, at the moment it's just called Tahi, so...
Yeah.
Why
don't we call it Bob?
Bob. Bob. Why don't we call it Planet Bob?
Or Greg. I better.
That's all good. But also, I mean, like, there's other things as well to consider that we haven't done, like weather and stuff. We haven't done any of the kind of weather, but we'll do environments and then weather, sort of side by side-ish later on.
Yeah,
because there'll be places like, obviously, like if we have a place that is going to be like really fiery and stuff, we have to consider what the weather of that area is going to be. Because there's going to be all kinds of weird weather for that area as opposed to
make
say,
it that
just
special
sort of
kind
jungle.
of environment.
Yes. But we'll continue the blocking out process next week of the land masses, and then we'll discuss after that, I suppose, where we're going to go.
We don't have names for the main land masses yet either.
No, we don't.
Here we go. I'm gonna throw them out there real quick.
You're gonna throw them out there.
The one that's on the right is gonna be foresty.
Foresty.
The one that's in the middle is gonna be mountain shit.
Mountain shit.
The one that's on the left is gonna be
Great.
barren. What is this barren really? And no, that entire sentence is gonna be what the fuck barren. Is this shit all really barren? That's the literal.
That is the whole name, no spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I'm glad we chose you for our naming of our land masses. That is.
You drafted the best of the best.
Absolutely brilliant. All right. Next week, blocking out more of the continents. and making sure that we're sort of on our way to going towards sort of the finer details for the continents, I suppose, and also adding in sort of, I suppose, subcontinents like islands and stuff like that. And we will continue that next week. Tricky-san, do you want to say your piece? Do you want to haul yourself out? There you go. You're on your haul yourself out screen.
Ooh, I'm getting to haul myself out. Pretty good at this. Hey, how you doing? My stream is somewhere around there down the bottom description section. You should click on it. Mainly because I'm whoring right now and got some services going on over there. If you click on it, you might, be able to follow and access those services on your own free time. This will make you real happy. There we go. That's my whoring section right there.
Fantastic. That was the seediest whoring I have ever heard. Well done. Well played. Well played, sir. Well played.
Yes.
Alright, as for myself, I am Neralyte. I host the Bust Out broadcasts. We've been doing Project Pohewa for 7 weeks now. We're going to be continuing this every single Sunday for the foreseeable future. Make sure you jump over to my social media, check me out. Also, tune into the stream. I stream 10 a.m. GMT plus 12 every weekday.
I know I forgot something.
And, yes.
Do
you want to go again? Here you go. Media. You're on your screen again.
I forgot to whore my social media. So yeah, somewhere on this screen here, there's some social media stuff going on. I have all those social medias, so you should, go check those out. And if you don't, I'll find out what your IP is, and stuff will happen. Stuff happens.
Fantastic, well done. Alright guys, that is us from the Bust Out broadcast. Stick around, we will be back very shortly with the after show where we rant and rave and Trekkie attempts to vocalize his own point of view, which may or may not scare little children.
which may disturb you.
It may disturb younger viewers.